So for this first DIY, you're going to need a glass jar, some tweezers, which are optional, a paintbrush, some pens, you're going to need a dowel or stick, whatever, some Mod Podge or glue, gold leaf or glitter, I love glitter, you're going to need some paper, and some tissue paper. This bird was singing really loud. You're going to also need some scissors as well. So you're going to start off by making a label. I just wrote calming jar on mine because that's what I wanted to call it. But you're just going to stick it to your jar with double-sided tape or glue. And it looks really cute with the brown paper and the black. I really like it. Now you're going to take your Mod Podge, and mine was like really dry and hard to use, but oh well. And I just put it on the corners of my jar, and I'm going to be putting some glitter on top of that to make it look really pretty and aesthetic, and it just looks so cute with the extra bit of glitter on it. I just really like it. So I just added some glitter to that glue and shook it off. Then I added some more Mod Podge, and I'm actually going to be putting some gold leaf on there, and I love the gold leaf, it's so pretty. But I just put that on the glue and it makes it look so pretty and fairy-like, and I just really like it. Now you're going to take your tissue paper or whatever. This is actually old tablecloth that I cut up, and I just put it inside the jar. It looks so pretty. Now take your stick or dowel to rub it against the rim, and it sounds like a wind chime. Whenever you push it into the tissue paper, it sounds so pretty.
Fight a little longer, my friend. It's all worth it in the end. But when you got nobody to turn to, just hold.
So for this really pretty Zen garden, I'm going to show you guys how to make it and what to do. So if your box is too deep, you're going to want to take some cardstock and trace it to fit inside of your box. I used some rocks to level it out and to find out how deep I needed it. Now I just push that inside, and I'm going to use my hot glue gun to go around the edges to make sure that everything is all nice and sealed. And here I'm just removing the extra glue. Now you want to take your toothpick and you want to cut off the ends. I had to use a few because you want to use 6 ends of the toothpick. These little pieces, which you need 2 of, they're 1.5 inches, and you just need to glue those 2 together. Now I added on the popsicle stick by adding hot glue, and I'm going to take my pencil and make some dots to indicate where I want to put my toothpick ends. Now you want to add some hot glue all over this, and you want to put your toothpicks where the little dots are, and I evened it out with adding some more hot glue. So I waited for that to dry and then went over it with a few coats of acrylic paint. So for this, you're going to need a box of your choice, some stones, which are optional. You're also going to need some sand, and this sand was a labor of love. It didn't really take too much work, but it took me 24 hours to do this because I found this sand outside. It was wet, and I sifted through it like 8 times. I had to wait for it to dry. I even colored it, and it just took a long time. It took me 24 hours to wait for it to dry, but here it is. You're going to need some gold leaf or glitter, which this is optional as well too, but I like using both. You're going to need some double-sided sticky tape, some pens, and I love the microns. I have a whole bunch of them, but I'm going to also need some scissors, and you're going to also need some tweezers, this is only if you're using gold leaf. You're going to need your rake as well, and mine is so cute. I love it. And finally, you're going to need some paper, and I love this brown one. So I started off by taking my glitter and mixing it into my sand, and you don't have to do this, but I thought it added such a magical touch to it, and it looks so cute, so I decided to add these gold stars and this unicorn skin, and it looks so cute. So once you have your glitter added into your sand, I just closed the bag and then I shook it up to make sure it was all mixed in really good because I wanted the glitter to be evenly dispersed throughout the sand, and I just thought it would look a lot prettier. Also, if you are making DIY sand, you can color it with white paint or pink paint or whatever color paint. I used white paint and it made it this beautiful light shade of tan. Now you want to add your rocks, and I just added a few to the inside. So you want to cut your paper to fit inside of the lid of your container. If you have one, you can put this on the top or you don't have to do it at all. But I really like the touch, and I wrote "We are all made of stardust" and added some stars and a moon. So it's really cute, but I decided to take it a step further, and on some of the dots I added some glue, and I took the stars and put it on the dots of glue. And it really helps if you have tweezers, because it helped me put all the stars on the glue because I couldn't get them on there. And then I use some gold leaf, and I always touch it with the tweezers because if you use your hands they'll stick to you. So I just use the tweezers a lot for this, and I think it made it look so pretty and precise. So then I decided to add some unicorn skin, which, as you can probably tell, these are my three favorite glitters, and I love them. I just put some sticky tape on the back. Then I actually just put it on the inside of the lid, so whenever I prop it up, you can read "We are all made of stardust," and you can plant this in the garden. So that's it. That's this beautiful Zen garden, and I think it's really simple to make and super duper cute. So for our last DIY, which are these super duper cute scrunchies, which are much requested, you're going to need a hot glue gun, some glue sticks, a pair of scissors. You're going to also need a ruler and some fabric. So however you fold it over, so when you fold it over, that's how big your scrunchie is going to be. So this bumblebee one is from Walmart. You get a yard for like $4. And the sizing is 4 inches by 18 inches. So if you want a thicker one, you're going to make it 4 inches, and if you want the smaller one, it's going to be 3 inches wide. So 3 inches by 18. You're also going to need some rubber bands. So taking your fabric, you're going to put the pattern side up, and you want the non-pattern side at the bottom. And you're just going to start gluing around the scrunchie. So you're going to pull it through the rubber band, and you're going to just fold it over like this, and you just want to glue all the way around the scrunchie. So just glue the fabric together and put it and hold it, and there might be some extra, which you can cut that off, but yeah, you just want to go around the whole scrunchie and glue it. So once you've gotten to the end, you just want to tie it off with some glue. So just add some more glue, fold it in half, you know the drill. Now you're going to start turning it inside out. And remember, the wider you cut your fabric, the easier it is. So 4 inches was the easiest to turn inside out. It literally took me like a minute to fold it inside out and get the completed scrunchie. But this one takes about 2 minutes. It's still really simple. I still like the size, and it's just really easy to do though. So you just want to shove it through the hole and pull it through. Does that make sense? So there's going to be 2 holes because of where you started and ended, and you just want to pull each end through those holes. So shove it in, pull it through on the other side. So shove it in through one end and pull it out to the other. So now that you've gotten that, you're just going to add some hot glue to tie it off, and just seal it wherever you need it and wait for it to dry. And I just stretched it to just see if it was going to hold strong enough. But yeah, this is my bumblebee scrunchie, and they're so cute.
yeah, for the legend. Catch me.
If you guys like this video, let me know down below. Don't forget to subscribe and join us. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!